Welcome to Light Out Horror, the place where darkness whispers its most chilling tales. Before we begin, I have one request. Turn off the lights, close your eyes, let the darkness settle in around you, and listen. Imagine the story as it unfolds in your mind, because sometimes what you see in the shadows is far scarier than reality. The rain fell in soft, steady sheets over Los Angeles on that cold January evening in 2013. In the heart of downtown, nestled among the towering buildings and neon-lit streets, stood the Cecil Hotel, a place with a past as dark as the shadows that stretched across its time-worn halls. Since opening in the 1920s, the Cecil had been more than just a hotel. It was a resting place for the desperate, the lost, and the damned. A place where crimes were committed in secret, where suicides were so common that the building itself seemed to whisper to those who entered. Serial killers had walked its halls, and many who checked in never checked out. And now it was Elisa Lam's turn. Elisa, a 21-year-old student from Canada, had checked in alone. A bright, curious young woman, she had embarked on a solo trip to explore the world beyond her comfort zone. She shared glimpses of her adventure online, her words filled with wonder, longing, and the occasional trace of melancholy. But something was off. She had called home every day since she arrived, until she didn't. On January 31st, Elisa vanished. No calls, no messages, just silence. Her parents, gripped by fear, contacted the authorities, and soon the search for the missing girl began. Police combed through the hotel, questioned guests, and searched the surrounding streets. But she had disappeared without a trace. Then, something chilling surfaced. A video. The hotel's security cameras had captured her last known moments inside an elevator, and what they revealed would haunt the internet forever. The footage, time-stamped in the early hours of February 1st, showed Elisa entering the elevator alone. She pressed several buttons and waited, but the doors didn't close. She peered out into the dimly lit hallway as if checking for someone. Then, she stepped back in, pressing herself against the wall, breathing heavily. Moments later, she poked her head out again, glancing left, then right, before retreating inside. The doors remained eerily open. Then, her movements became strange, unnatural. She stepped out once more, moving erratically, her arms flailing, fingers twitching, as if she were speaking to someone unseen. Her gestures, frantic and desperate, painted an image of confusion or fear. She disappeared from the frame, but the elevator still refused to close, as if frozen in time. When it finally did, it cycled through several floors, opening and closing as if searching for a passenger who would never return. Days passed. The hotel continued to operate as usual. Guests checked in and out, unaware of the growing dread seeping through its walls. And then complaints began to emerge. The water had an odd taste, a strange color, a foul smell. On February 19th, after weeks of searching, maintenance workers made a horrifying discovery. On the rooftop, inside one of the hotel's massive water tanks, floating beneath the surface, was Elisa Lam's lifeless body. The questions only deepened. How did she get there? The rooftop was secured, off limits to guests. The water tanks were heavy, their lids difficult to open from the inside. There were no signs of struggle, no clear explanation of how she had ended up there. The coroner's report ruled her death as accidental drowning. No drugs, no alcohol, just a tragedy beyond reason. But those who have seen the elevator footage cannot forget the way she moved, the unseen force she seemed to flee from. the erratic behavior that defied logic. Some say she was suffering from a psychotic break, lost in a battle against her own mind. Others whisper of the hotel's dark past, of the countless deaths, suicides, and sinister presences that have lingered there for decades. Did something follow her that night? Did she see something she wasn't meant to? Or was she merely another victim of the Cecil's cursed legacy? No one will ever truly know. But if you ever find yourself in an empty elevator and the doors refuse to close, if you feel an unseen presence watching you from the hallway, if you sense a chill run down your spine, step out and don't look back. What do you think happened to Elisa Lam? Was it simply a tragic accident? Or is there something more sinister lurking in the shadows of the Cecil Hotel? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you made it this far, congratulations. You survived another terrifying tale. But remember, the darkness is never far. Before you go, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Lights Out Horror. And whatever you do, don't turn off the lights.